Here live from Coach Ginn's court in Hill City, South Dakota. The Hill City Rangers taking on the Sturgis Scoopers. Brad Booth to throw the tip. Brad is refereeing the last game in Hill City. He's been here for 42 years, and he's been a good one for us. So Maggie Taylor down to the
Anna Dean.
We are off to a rough start today.
So
Barton.
yeah, it looks like the Scoopers come out with like a one diamond kind of half-court trap there. Hill City beats the trap, but can't get the layup to fall. Hill City back in their regular man-to-man defense. It's up and in there for Ewing of the Scoopers, and now the Scoopers do look to trap. Looks like the Rangers going to beat it down court. Nice pass there from Lily Ross, and Elena Dean gets it up and in. So kind of a quick start back and forth here to the ball game, and the Rangers and the Scoopers both get their first shots to fall. I shouldn't say that.
Oh, it's like a high flex offense here, and then they move down lower into the flex off the block there. And again, just flex is just a cut from the wing through the block where they set a screen there, and they get out of it. They kind of organize. Maggie Taylor with a good defensive play. And
Anna Dean comes down with the basketball, and she looks to push. I've said it a few times before. I think, the Rangers are going to look to run when they can. So I think that kind of trapping defense there maybe is kind of plays into the type of game that the Rangers would rather play, kind of that up-and-down style of basketball. They do struggle a little bit in the half court, so if they can get out and get the easy ones, that's what they're looking to do.
Yeah, it looks like they'll go back man-to-man here, so they went zone on the last play. It was kind of the same zone Rapid City Christian had run against Hill City. So Hill City kind of determines that they're man-to-man, a little screen and roll action. Ross and Taylor, shot on the way is no good. Rebounded there by number 33, Dennis.
Now the Scoopers look to get the ball into the front court, and they do look like they want to get their half-court offense set up and try to run to see if they can manufacture a good shot here. Rangers have a size advantage here with Taylor down there. Three-pointer there put up and no good. Taylor comes down with the rebound, and she'll look to push, lead the break herself. Gets the ball right into the front court. Nobody picks her up. She kind of takes a hesitation dribble. Nobody picked her up, and she took the ball right to the rim for 2 points. Nice move there by Maggie Taylor for 2.
Yeah, Josh, and I'm not sure if they're kind of running the amoeba defense where it's maybe man on misses and zone on makes there, but it looked like they weren't quite sure what they were in there, and Taylor makes them punish or pay for that. So
good solid defense there by Anna Dean, knocks the ball away, so the Scoopers will inbound from underneath their own basket there.
Oh, Josh and I love a good baseline out of bounds play here. A little box set high up by the free throw line. Different look than we've seen this year.
Kind of the third player around is what it turns into, and try to get that screen and cut her to the basket. Rangers do a nice job of defending, and Anna Dean comes down with the steal. Now she'll look to push the other way. She gets the ball to the rim and going to be fouled there. Fouled there on the play, looks like by
Price, and that'll be
Price.
number 2 on Price if it is on her. And that's a tough call. Referees trailing the play. There was contact though, so something had to be called, and I think it was the right call. So Dean will go to the line to shoot 2. And that is 2 fouls now on Price here tonight. First one on the way for Dean is up and good. That's her first bucket of the night. And Sturgis will have a sub checking in. That's number 30, Hikes. Dean, second one on the way, is just short.
Rebounded there by Dennis. Dennis looks to push. She's going to get the ball all the way to the rim, and she gets it to go, and fouled there on the play.
Yeah, nice hesitation move. She got cut off, then stepped back through to her right and finished at the rim and drew the foul on Elena Dean. She'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. So Dennis
can't get it to go. Boxed out there by Ronish, and Taylor will come down with the loose ball. Ball up to Ronish and then down to Ross. Ross's shot doesn't go, but Anna Dean gets the rebound. Can't get it to go, and the Rangers get the steal. Good hustle there by Anna Dean. Taylor's going to dribble the ball to the middle. She'll get fouled there. Just too much body there on Haugen of the Scoopers.
So Rangers get a baseline out-of-bounds play on their own here, and a couple subs check in. Number 23 and number 32, and that's going to be Long and Dinkins. So Rangers, little box set here. Looks like man-to-man defense for the Scoopers. Kind of a third player around. I think maybe Dean went the wrong way off that, but Hill City organizes man-to-man defense here for Sturgis. Hill City wants to run a little screen and roll. They get Maggie kind of posted up deep at the pro post three-point line area. A nice little
dribble handoff to Ross, and she gets all the way to the rim in for the 2-point layup. So 7-4 here in the early going. Rangers lead the Scoopers.
Yeah, and Hill City's going to want to use their defense to create some offense here. And there's a long rebound. We'll see. Good job by Sturgis to trap.
Yeah, and they create a turnover there. Oh, going to be a travel there. Just kind of got caught. The ball kind of got caught on Taylor, and Dennis kind of shuffled her feet there, so it'll turn the ball over to the Rangers. And yeah, I think that it's interesting. It's a kind of a diamond press, but I think they're almost trying to turn it into more like a half-court trap. They're not extending the wings. They leave them back towards half court.
You bet.
They're going to let the
1-3-1 here, and this is kind of like Josh. We used to run like a 30, we called it, where it was a 1-3-1. Not super aggressive unless they dribbled into a corner, and Cutler breaks it with the dribble. Good follow by Taylor. Taylor up and good. But, you know, it's one of those, it's applying some pressure, and you just, unless they go to the corner, you're not really
you
an
let
aggressive
them make
trap.
a mistake, right? And then you can get back and still play good, solid defense. In theory, the Rangers did a good job. It was actually Elena Dean, I think, that broke that with the dribble. And then weak side rebound by Taylor to go up and in. That foul there is on Dean. That's going to be her second foul. You know, we talk about her aggressiveness. Both her, Elena, and Anna kind of play that aggressive style defense, and they do pick up some fouls. And
so Kylie Alexander going to check in for Elena Dean. Now watch Kylie. She's instant offense here. She's a microwave. Vinny the Jet or whatever.
Vinny the microwave. Vinny. Not the. That's a different. That's the Jet. Kenny the Jet.
Kenny the Jet. She's really good. Okay, she's an athlete. So Sturgis works the ball around the perimeter, kind of maybe looking to get inside here. Short corner shot up and no good. That's rebound number 4 for Maggie Taylor here today.
Yeah, and I do like her just bringing the ball up, run the break. She can do that and makes nice see over the defense, and she is a good passer from that position. So, you know, she did that a little bit last week against Rapid City Christian, and we're kind of seeing that more tonight, where if she gets the rebound, she'll just kind of run the what we were calling the point center, right, position. So nice pass over to Ross, and Ross will draw the foul, go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. First one is up and in.
And that foul was on Long for the Scoopers. That'll be her first and team number 4. So Ross knocks down her first free throw. She has 3 points tonight. Second one on the way is just a little deep, and there's Alexander. Grabs the ball and turns it over, trying to throw it back out to Ronish. Now it's a foot race. Ronish chasing down
up and good
Long,
there,
and it's
Long,
up and good.
Just kind of let the defense run by and got the layup to go.
And there's Alexander on the...
Nice look there by Cutler. Kind of the diagonal pass there, just found a seam, and Cutler made a nice pass and up and in for Alexander. So, yeah, the Rangers are actually, like I said, I think they kind of like this defense where they can try to break the press and then get those open looks. Where the Hill City Rangers have struggled at times is kind of in the half-court offense. So, you know, I think they say, hey, if you're going to press us, that's exactly what we want. So,
yeah, that's a great point, Josh, and I think Hill City's doing a little bit better job on the offensive boards tonight, where, you know, they're not giving up multiple offensive shots here. They're, you know, we always used to say try to force one bad shot, box out, and then run the floor, and it looks like they're kind of committed to doing that here.
Yeah, the other thing that happens when you obviously get that rebound, you can start your break then, right?
And that's what we talked about. You know, Maggie Taylor, she's an elite defender. She's an elite passer, not necessarily an elite scorer, but, man, she can really impact the game in a lot of different ways by pushing the ball up the court. And we saw her find Lily Ross twice already.
Yep, so now the Scoopers bring the ball into the front court.
I like that 1-4 high set. You see that a lot at the college level. The Rangers switch, so now Maggie Taylor kind of in a mismatch here.
Yep, and now that she looks to switch back.
Yep. Nice curl there by number 2, Haugen. Kicked out to number 40, Banks. I'm going to learn these names here where I won't have to look down. Hey, again, thank you for listening. If you're just tuning in, Josh and I, we're not professionals, and feel free to hit that mute button, right?
Feel free to hit the mute button. We are from Hill City here. We try to do the most unbiased play-by-play we can, but if we do kind of feel like, oh, they're rooting for Hill City, we are Hill City guys, and we
Now, what I will say is the production is great. The graphics are great. Lando got the score stream back down where it goes on the bottom, and we're just sorry you have to listen to us. So hopefully the game's competitive and you can just throw it on mute here. Inbound to Taylor, sideline out of bounds. Cutler's going to center the ball and take a look. Looks like maybe Hill City will get into that shuffle type offense that they like to run. So Dean will recenter
Shot
here.
clock down to 7 seconds here, so the Rangers are going to have to go. They see it. Nice cut, nice pass by Ross into Taylor. So pretty good offense there. You run the shot clock all the way down to 5 seconds and then get a layup and convert it. So I think the Rangers would take that every time if they could get it. Now the Scoopers run there.
Yep, right back into that flex. And
yep.
there's, nice drive. Shot is up and good.
Looks like number 1 Ewing with the end one there.
So that's Ewing's second bucket tonight, and she's got 4 points. She'll go to the line to shoot, make it a 3-point play. Foul on Kylie Alexander. That'll be foul number 1 for Kylie. And 2 team fouls for the Rangers. Ewing shot a little deep. Maggie Taylor pulls down another rebound. That's 5 for Taylor on the game. And Hill City has numbers. Nice throw, and I'm not sure that was intended for Kylie.
She went up and got it, though. That's, actually you like to see that. You see sometimes where 2 teammates are kind of saying, well, who's that for? And the ball goes out of bounds. I always say, if you think it's you go get the darn thing. So she did that. Couldn't get the layup to go, and the Scoopers come down with the rebound. Nice backdoor cut there. 3-pointer up and short. And the rebound there by Kylie Alexander. She's looking to run the break. Nice pass to Ross, up and in. So,
and that's where the Hill City's at their best. And that's where Lily Ross is at her best. It's just getting wide, running the floor, creating a passing angle, and getting a bucket. That's 5 points, for Ross. And
going to be a foul there called on Taylor. Just a little too much body and kind of reached around while the post move was being made there. So, yeah, but on offense, this is exactly what the Rangers want to do, right? When a shot gets missed, they're looking to push. And that's, it's not just the person that comes down with the rebound. The whole team has to run the court, like you said right there. Lily Ross got out, beat the defense down the court, and she was rewarded with the pass. So,
yep. So a little screener action. Their timing was off just a bit, but they get it in. Nice pass. Shot on the way, a long 2, no good. Good hustle rebound by Cutler. And Hill City's looking to run again. Nice job of Sturgis getting back to stop the ball. And Dean will recenter it and let Josh and I catch our breath. So yep. Maggie just demanding the ball. Not much help side there. Maggie turns and faces. Kind of that Kevin Garnett move. Shot on the way is no good. Good rebound there by number 40, Banks. And now Sturgis wants to run.
Yep, Rangers do a nice job of getting back, stopping that break. It's going to be a foul call there. That's one that's just a little bit difficult. The offensive player kind of comes into you, and Taylor was actually kind of worried about where her player was, and kind of ran into, not on purpose, but the foul's called there. So that's Taylor's second foul there.
Like Jay Billis always says, and you and I are kind of like Jay Billis, right, with our broadcasting here, but he always says, good teams rarely have to help. Only bad things happen when you have to help and overhelp. And obviously right there, Sturgis does a good job of dribble driving. Ewing gets by her girl and then draws contact with Taylor and picks up a foul. So Coach Ginsbaugh, with 42 seconds here, elects to keep Maggie Taylor in the game with 2 fouls. So we'll see if that plays out. She's just been so impactful here that I kind of agree with them. It's hard to take her out right now.
It's a 7-point game. I mean, the Scoopers really are still right in the ball game. It feels like the Rangers have kind of dominated more than that. It was kind of like what happened in the boys JV game. And there's that bucket right there that we're talking about. Feels like you really dominated the ball game, and it's only a 5-point game. So Maggie Taylor's going to take the ball down to the corner. Going to be a turnover there off of
So really
Cutler,
tough last minute or so here for the Hill City Rangers, and a really good minute for Sturgis Scoopers kind of clawing back.
You're like, we kind of felt like we were out of this, and now all of a sudden you're just 5 points down, have a chance to get the last shot off with potentially, get the score down to a 3 or possibly even a 2-point ball game with a 3-pointer here. So nice finish to this quarter if you're a Scooper fan.
Box set here for Sturgis, and the ball goes out of bounds. 9, 8, 7 on the clock. Shot clock's off. Ross here, top of the key. And just a really good job of Sturgis. 3-4 possessions in a row. Hill City's kind of dribbling with their head down, and Sturgis makes them pay for that and gets another turnover here. So 2.9 seconds. Shot on the way by Hikes is no good, and that's how we'll end the first quarter. 16 doing. I think Sturgis's defense really turned it around here. So a little trap. Maybe Hill City will want to find somebody in the center of the floor, and they just beat it the old-fashioned way. But Sturgis will force a shot. Alexander, shot on the way is no good.
With the rebound there is number 33, Dennis, for the Scoopers, and now the Scoopers look to push. Ewing's going to pull it back out and then turn the corner. Can't get the shot to go. The ball's loose there, and Lily Ross will come down with the loose basketball. She's going to be tied up there, so good hustle there by the Scoopers. They're going to get possession of the basketball and inbound it right underneath their own basket there. There's that third player around, and they get it right down to the post. Can't get the shot to go, but then get the offensive rebound. That one's no good, and the Rangers come down with that one. Abby Cutler pushes the ball up the court and then gets it to Anna Dean. Rangers set up their set. Looks like the 2-3 zone here by the Sturgis.
Yeah, almost like a 1-2-2 maybe, where they really extend here, and you have a skip pass to Ross or a nice find to Ronish in the middle. And
yeah, it does kind of have the Rangers a little bit befuddled here to start the second quarter, that zone. Kind of looks like a 2-3 at times, and then kind of maybe a 1-2-2 at times. So they're really kind of a matchup zone where they're really playing tough man-to-man defense with the player in the area, so it kind of changes shapes a little bit.
Yeah, and one of the best ways to beat a zone is just beat it down the court, and that's what Hill City had done early on. They didn't let the zone set up. Now it's getting set up, and Hill City's having a tough time with it. So nice job by 33 to turn the corner.
Dennis all the way to the bucket. Yeah, that's one. First, you don't want to give up the dribble drive, but if you do, somebody's got to step over to the help line and stop the ball, make them pass it, So good start to the quarter for the Scoopers. Yeah, it's a 1-2-2 zone here. So the Rangers are going to want to try to get the ball to the middle if they can there. They're trapping in the corner, and Cutler's going to turn the ball over. Really good start if you're a Scooper fan to the beginning of the second quarter here. Three-pointer put up there by Ewing, no good. Cutler's going to come down with the rebound.
Yeah, she's having a nice game. She's got a couple rebounds. She's kind of controlled the tempo, pushing the ball up the court. And again, you see nobody in the middle. Now Kylie's getting there.
Yeah, and I think she's probably the player that we want in the middle of the zone here.
That's not
but
where you
don't want to get it to the wings there, because they're going to trap hard there. We had turned the ball over 2 times with the ball going to that exact same spot there. So,
but we're focusing a lot on Hill City right now. Great job by Sturgis. They're really baiting Hill City to throw it over into the corner, applying a good toe-to-toe trap. And Hill City has struggled with that, so kudos to Sturgis. The Scoopers are playing really well here in the second quarter. Shot on the way is up, no good. Taylor's going to try to chase that one down, but Mr. Kirkaby says nope, she's on the line, so it'll stay with the Sturgis Scoopers.
Scoopers inbound the basketball here. Good move there by number 32, Dinkins. She gets the ball up and in, so Ranger lead down to 1 point now, 16-15, 5:23 left to play in the second quarter.
Again, Sturgis has a lot of momentum right now. They've obviously figured some things out, and there you go. Maggie Taylor finds Lily Ross the extra pass, and Ross will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. That foul looks like it'll be on number 23, Long. That's her second foul, team's 5th. So Ross goes to the line. She went 1 of 2 in the first quarter. She's got 5 points as we speak, and it'll stay at 5.
Got a second here. We just got a text from our 7A and 7B fans, Aaron Flick and Carla Gregson, checking in on the YouTube channel here.
Welcome. Thank you for watching. Sorry that you have to listen to us.
Sorry that you have to listen.
So Ross goes to the line to put the Rangers up 2. Second shot on the way is good. That gives Ross 6 points tonight, and she's tied with Taylor for the leading scorer for the Rangers.
3-pointer put up there by number 5, Jolly. Falls short, so that'll turn the ball over to the Rangers. 5 minutes left to play in the second quarter here. 2-point lead for the Rangers.
So Dean centers the ball. Looks like maybe they want to go man-to-man.
Yeah, they go back to man-to-man, and I think they're trying to organize. They did get organized here. Interesting that they go back to man-to-man.
Nice
Good move there by, really nice move there by Taylor to just kind of reverse pivot there, drop step, and gets the left-hand layup to go. Nice move there.
And that's the value, Josh, that she brings to the team. Shot clock got down to about 13-14 there. And it was just like there was a sense of calm knowing that, okay, we'll throw it into Maggie. She'll make a really college-type move there and then get them going. So Taylor does grab the rebound there. Kara Ronish created that turnover. Good help.
Good help defense there. So
Sturgis Scoopers back in man-to-man. I expect Rangers try to go down low. And number 40, Banks, is kind of the helper there. So Ronish with a good dribble drive and nice take. That's what I was just going to say. If you're the person that is selected that's kind of getting dorked, right? So Banks there is clearly the helper. She is laying off Kara Ronish. Then at that point, you kind of have to be aggressive. You have to try to make a play and punish them for sagging off of you.
Yep, and she did exactly that. Got to the rim, going to get fouled, go to the free throw line. Can't get the first one to go, but she'll have a second opportunity here. Anna Dean checks back into the ball game for Abby Cutler for the Rangers. Into the ball game for the Scoopers is Haugen, and looks like Jolly, number 5.
Second one on the way, no good. That foul was on Dennis. No harm on that play. And picked off there by Anna Dean. Puts her head down, dribble drive, block, and
you can tell Dennis there was set up to try to take the charge, and Anna Dean did a real nice job of, she had plenty of time to see that that's exactly what Dennis was going to do, kind of step to the side and force that contact. So she'll go to the free throw line to shoot a pair here. I guess they called that on the floor, so it was a bonus. Can't get it to go, but the Rangers come down with the rebound. Dean to Dean, going to be blocked there. Nice block by Banks. She did not do the pancake slap.
Yeah.
Didn't do the pancake slap, just had the hand straight up and was blocked.
Right, yep. Put them in jail, go straight up, rule of verticality. Easiest call in the world is when you slap down at it, and our buddy Rich Canopy listening at home would say the pancake slap. So dribble handoff here for the Rangers. Sturgis back in their 2-1-2 zone. Maggie Taylor high post, good find to Lily Ross, and shot on the way, no good, but really good execution there by the Rangers. Just couldn't finish. So 19-15 here, 3 minutes left in the quarter, and that pass goes out of bounds. We were talking about that the other day where it's interesting more teams don't try to front the post. Just if you're really committed to throw it into the post, you add that element of having to drop it in the bucket. And that's a hard pass for anybody, let alone, high school girls. So
yeah, I agree. The only problem is if they do make that pass, you give up a wide open layup a lot of times.
You're counting on some help side to be there, right? So
there's the ball in the corner again by the Rangers. They get tied up. They will retain possession on the alternating possession, but I do think, Coach Ginsbaugh is probably thinking that's not where we want to probably get the ball. In the middle of the zone or the center of the court is where they have the advantage. Right here now. But the Scoopers are doing a real nice job keeping it out of that, kind of baiting the Rangers into getting the ball into the corner there, and that time they didn't double team as hard.
So 10 on the clock. Ross dribble drive, shot on the way, no good. And she's had a couple there at the rim that just haven't fallen. She's done a nice job trying to finish with her left hand and getting to the rim, but they're not falling tonight. So back the other way for the Scoopers. Shot on the way is short, another rebound for Taylor. And now Ross looks to run with just over 2 minutes to go. So, what are they in, Josh?
I think they're
man now. They were.
No, they're back into their 1-2-2 zone. I think. Oh, nice post entry there. Good defense there by Haugen to steal that away. It looked like Taylor was going to have an easy layup, and Haugen just pulled the ball away from her hands there. So good move there by number 23. That's Long. So Scoopers back to within 2 here.
So another bucket by Long. That gives her 4 tonight, and to say triple team there on Taylor, and before Long fouls. That's 3 now on Long, and so we'll see how Coach Poole plays that one. And Kylie Alexander set to check in for the Rangers. Looks like maybe she'll be coming in for Maggie Taylor. And number 42, Bush, is going to check in for the Scoopers, as will Price.
And Abby Cutler comes back into the ball game. She'll give Elena Dean a break. Dean's got 2 fouls with 1:30. I think Coach Ginsbaugh doesn't want her to pick up her third.
Yep,
right
smart move. Elena
Dean's
Dean's got 2 fouls for the Rangers, as does Maggie Taylor. So Taylor to shoot the 1-and-1 is up and good, and Hill City needed that. So this quarter, 0 field goals for the Rangers, and they're just 2 out of 6 at the line.
Second one is up and good, so that'll allow Alexander to check into the ball game for Taylor to make sure she doesn't pick up her second foul or third foul before halftime here.
Smart move by Coach Ginsbaugh. I lied. Hill City does have 1 field goal. Taylor made one early on. So 21-17. Minute and a half to go here in this opening half of basketball. Ewing, top of the key. He's going to step back, shoot. Knocks one down.
To go. So back to within 1 point here now after that 3-pointer by the Scoopers, 21-20. Rangers lead down to 1. Now that 1-2-2 zone that's given the Rangers a bit of trouble. There's what you want to do, get the ball to the middle there, and then you can attack the backside. Scoopers do a nice job of blocking the shot of Alexander, so now they've got a chance to take the lead here with 46 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Post entry going to be off of Ewing there, and the Rangers take possession.
So maybe a 2-for-1 opportunity here, but maybe looks like Hill City is going to organize. Pass to Ronish. There's the backside of the zone that you talked about, Josh.
Yeah, so now with a 3-second differential, you almost can play for 1 here. Going to be a travel called, and so the Scoopers actually will get an opportunity to get the last shot off here with 16 seconds left to play, down 1. They haven't led all ball game, but will have an opportunity to get one at the buzzer to try to take the halftime lead.
Coach Poole wants to call a timeout to talk about it. What's she drawing up here, Coach?
Well, I think obviously, like we said, you want to make sure that you get the last shot. So, the worst thing that can happen is you be down 1 going into the halftime. You don't want to shoot an early one and then let the Rangers get a run out and get a score right before half and kind of lose that momentum you have. So you want to drop one of your best plays. Maybe you save your best play for the very end of the ball game, but
your next best play, right?
Maybe your third best play, because you might need a couple at the end of the game. But you want to try to get one of your players that you're confident in, an open shot, draw something up, make sure they take the shot.
Yep, and if you're Hill City, you're saying it's not the first shot that typically beats you, right? It's the putback on the weak side. So force a bad shot, box out, and even if that's it, and you hold the ball as the buzzer sounds, that's fine. Just don't give up a tip-in at the buzzer.
Yeah, don't give up an offensive rebound with 5 team
There's
fouls.
There's a steal, though.
Good steal there. Exactly what we were saying, and Dean's going to get it up and to go. The Scoopers do have time left here. 5 seconds left to go, and the ball's brought into the front court. Ball gets set up to Banks. Banks' shot is going to be short, and that'll be the end of the first half. So kind of what we talked about. If you're a Ranger fan, it's exactly what you wanted. The Scoopers are just run the court. Even if you're the point guard, Elena Dean, she can get down the court, and Taylor can go over the top and try to get an easy
Yeah,
one.
You saw that with Lily Ross. She got a couple runouts there. Couldn't convert on them, but she got down the floor. So Sturgis back to a 1-4 high post action.
A good solid man-to-man defense by the Rangers here. Going to be a good pump fake there by Ewing, but he's going to get a, looks like a
jump ball.
I don't think they called a jump ball though, because they didn't switch the possession arrow. I think they must have called either travel there on Ewing, so the Hill City Rangers get the basketball. There they did switch the possession, so it was a jump ball called there. So.
Are you keeping track tonight of the jump balls?
Of the jump balls? I heard
the hammer pass.
The hammer pass is no good, and the Scoopers come down. Somebody said they texted you and said we owe them a soda because they didn't get to 8 jump balls or over-under in the game last week at the quarter. So
good energy here by Sturgis, and Ewing drives. It's going to be a foul on Lily Ross.
Yeah, so Ewing will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. You said Ewing had 10 points in the first half there. She's pretty aggressive. She looks to score and has done a pretty good job of that for the Scoopers tonight. First one is up and in for Ewing.
So Ewing having a nice game tonight. That's 11 points for her.
Second free throw is going to be short, but the rebound bounces around there and will be taken by Anna Dean. Elena brings the ball into the front court, and there the Scoopers go right back into their 1-2-2 zone.
Ball's going to be kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Scoopers here, so Hill City baseline out of bounds.
Rangers look to inbound the ball, try to get Maggie on the third play around. It'll be a 5-second call there, and that'll turn the ball over to the Scoopers. So,
and you know, good teams do that. They get through option 1, 2, and 3, but Hill City was a little slow on their execution, and 5-second count. So great job by the Sturgis Scoopers, forcing a turnover.
So the Scoopers control the basketball. Good backdoor cut there, but going to be a travel to Price just drug her foot on the jump stop there. She saw the backdoor cut, just kind of got going a little bit too fast, so that'll turn it over to the Rangers here.
Yeah, I love the energy that Sturgis has here in the second half. Hill City needs to try to match that. And
they really need to kind of find a way to get a good shot here, manufacture something, get the ball to the middle to Ross there. Dean's going to dribble the ball off her foot, and she's going to turn it over there.
So Hill City's going to apply a little full court pressure here themselves right now.
Yeah, and I like this. I mean, they're kind of getting kind of back on their heels right now, it looks like, the Rangers. So let's get up and apply some pressures. Try to get a couple easy ones here. Get back kind of in your groove.
So Kara Ronish applies a little pressure defense, and the ball's brought up the court there by number 3 Price. So we're going to have a jump ball. It'll stick around with the Scoopers. Just a little check-in from Rapid City Christian, the girls' game tonight. Rapid City Christian leads Custer 25-21 just before halftime.
All right, so the Scoopers inbound the ball here. Good defense there by Elena Dean. The ball stay with the Scoopers. 20 seconds left to go on the shot clock here. So this last couple possessions, the Rangers have kind of extended their defense, kind of trying to play a little bit more pressure defense, trying to jumpstart kind of their offense. And we talk about it a lot of times. If your offense is struggling, you play good defense and try to get an easy one. Good post entry there.
Yep, nice pass. Oh, and that's going to be
third foul there called on Maggie Taylor.
We'll see.
So Ronish has got her hand raised, and it is called on Ronish.
That is a good teammate. She's saying, that one was on me. We don't want Maggie to get her third foul. So that foul is on Ronish, and Banks will go to the line.
Free throws up and good. So Banks will have a chance to tie here with 5:59 left to play in the third quarter.
Second one on the way is good for Banks. So Scoopers here now 3 out of 4 at the free throw line. And Maggie brings the ball up again. She's just so tall she can see over and create some passing lanes.
Nice cut there by Ross. Yeah, good find there. So Ross will go to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, another just observation is that we always say you want to adjust to the officiating, right? And I felt like midway through the first quarter, maybe the game got a little bit more physical, and that helped Sturgis' trapping defense. And Hill City didn't handle it very well. They weren't strong with the ball. We saw some tie-ups and some jump balls and some easy turnovers. And so we'll just pay attention to that, how both teams respond to the level of physicality in the game. So Ross goes 2 of 2, and that gives her 8 points.
The Rangers back in their man-to-man press here. So yeah, I think, well, actually it looks like kind of a diamond press here, trapping, and so it looks like they're going to almost create a turnover, but it's just scrambled now. Scoopers are going to get up and get a layup out of it.
What a hustle play on the sideline there by
Sturgis. It looked like the Rangers were going to have a turnover. Scoopers get a 2-point basket there. Anna Dean's going to put up the three-pointer, can't get it to go, and the rebound comes down to Banks of the Scoopers. Now they're going to look to push. Tie ball game here, 25 apiece. Yes, Scoopers have a chance now to take their first lead of the ball game. Ewing's going to get the ball stole away there by Ross. Good defense by Lily Ross, and now Elena Dean brings the ball into the front court. She's going to go try to get to the rim. Going to be poked away and then knocked out of bounds by Dean, so it'll turn over to the Scoopers.
So Long checks back into the game for the Scoopers. Long has 3 fouls. Price for the Scoopers has 2, and Dennis has 2. So the pressure defense here by Hill City. Almost forced a turnover last time, and if you're the Rangers, that's where you want to go try to trap. And Sturgis dodges a bullet as Dennis loses the ball along the sideline, and Elena Dean steps out of bounds.
Yep. Cutler's going to check back into the ball game. She'll give Kara Ronish a break here, so the Rangers kind of go with a 4-guard look. Probably try to get that quickness and just kind of create that pressure defense.
So Dennis plays the point here for Sturgis. And Taylor with 3 fouls, so she's got to be careful there.
Good defense there by Taylor to take the ball away, and now she brings the ball into the front court. Good defense by the Scooper there, turns the ball over to the Rangers, and now there's going to be a scramble. Looks like it'll be a tie-up. And the Rangers will take possession here.
So Sturgis dominating the third quarter early on. It's tied up 25-25, and Mr. Gottlieb says officials timeout.
Reset the shot clock, look like.
And kind of a tough pass and another turnover for the Rangers. Cutler gets back for defense. Pretty good job there. Rebound by Dennis. Shot on the way is no good. Battle for the ball, and there's that offensive rebounding we talked about. Good job by Long.
2 offensive rebounds there for the Scoopers, and they finally get to go, and they take their first lead of the ball game. Going to be a foul there, looks like called on Haugen of the Scoopers. It's going to be her second foul.
So Haugen checks out. That's her second. Anna Dean checks out of the game. Sideline out of bounds.
Jolly checks in for the Scoopers. Kylie Alexander will check in for the Rangers here.
Back to the zone, and I really like what Sturgis has done, just kind of mixing up the defense, but they sort of get lost in transition there, and Taylor gets a bucket, and Coach Ginsbaugh says, let's take a timeout and talk about what we can do.
I think Coach Ginsbaugh can talk about, right there is something that we can do. They kind of get the ball to the high wing, and then the lower defender comes out, and if they have the post player there in Maggie Taylor, just go over the top of that or give her a bounce pass. She's probably going to get a layup or at least have the weak side if you got a cutter coming in there. So maybe something that he sees there and they can kind of try to attack here.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Poole, you're saying that weak side has to slide over. That's always that no man's land, basically between the second and third tick mark on the free throw line. That's that gray area between, does the guard take it or does the forward slide out? And we used to use the terminology bump, right? So if you're going to take it, we'll say bump, and then I know to slide back. they were a little slow on that transition, and the help side wasn't
there. That's always
there.
the opportunity for the offense. You want to get it into that spot where who's going to take them, even if
or
they
you dribble out to bring the forward with you.
Even if they do bump it, there's going to be an opportunity there to attack that.
So we'll see if Hill City figured something out. Sturgis comes back. They're ready to run the floor. And so here with 3.5 left in the third quarter, I think we're going to see some tempo in the last 11 minutes. Good hustle play by Elena. And kind of gets shoved out of bounds, and Sturgis retains the ball. Ewing kicks out to Jolly. Shot's no good. Dean grabs the ball, and
she's going to get fouled there. Good aggressive defense there by Elena Dean. Makes the steal, and then Ewing kind of fouls trying to get the ball back there. So nice play there by Elena Dean. Maybe try to give them a spark defensively. That's what she can do. Then turns the ball over there. Good defense there by Long to steal it right back for the Scoopers.
It's a little screen and roll action. Long turns the corner. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound by Taylor, and that's exactly what you do. If they're slapping at you, just put the elbows out.
Yeah, she's got to go over the top there. Ross ran the floor just like we said. It was kind of a secondary break, right? It wasn't like Taylor got it, just went with it, but you know, Ross did a good job of getting down the floor, and that's what we say when she gets the rebound, run the court. She's going to find you if you're open, just like she did right there and drew the foul. Ross will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, and Ross has a knack of getting to the free throw line. This will be free throw number 7 tonight. She is, at this point, 4 out of 7 from the free throw line. She has 8 points tonight. She's really probably as good as Hill City has at running the floor and trying to find sort of the open spot, because part of it is you can run down the floor, but you got to get open where the guard can see you. She does a nice job of getting to that open spot.
You want to not be seen by the defense, but seen by the offense.
Boy, that is coaching 101 right there. Second one on the way for Ross, and it's up and good. She's 3 out of 4 this quarter from the free throw line. That gives her 9 points, and Hill City takes a 1-point lead. Little trap here for the Rangers.
Scoopers do a pretty good job of breaking that trap. Now the Rangers get back and want to organize on defense. So they're able to do that here. Ewing's going to take the ball to the bucket. Going to be called for a travel there. She thought she was going to draw the contact and kind of leaned into it. It was the old pull the chair out from under you and slid that pivot foot there. So Rangers will take over possession here with a 1-point lead. 2:25 left to play in the third quarter.
We'll see if Sturgis wants to trap that first pass again, or they're going to go high-low backside. Nice play, and it just a little too high, but that was the right motion to get
Got the ball
bucket.
to the middle. She looked to the backside. Good cut there by Cutler. Just a little too high for her. Otherwise, I think the Rangers would have had a layup there. Yeah, so the Rangers just trying good there pass by the Scoopers. Rangers are just trying to bait her into that trap area. Can't get it to go. It's a header back to the Scoopers. Going to be blocked there by Taylor. That's one where you're a little nervous if you're a Ranger fan. The ref going to call a foul there.
Yeah, great play by Banks. So just super aggressive. She ripped the ball away from a couple of Hill City Rangers. So Anna Dean's going to check in for Lily Ross. Box said underneath baseline out of bounds play for Sturgis. And
they get the open layup, but then Alexander recovers and is able to block the shot there.
Yeah, probably a little out of position on defense, Josh, but when you're that long and athletic, you can maybe make up for being out of position a little bit. Great out of bounds play by Coach Poole, though.
And that's one reason I know when we coach together, we almost always went a zone defense on that baseline out of bounds, just because switching players, screening, has an opportunity to give an open layup there. So good steal there by the Rangers, and Elena Dean's going to be fouled on the play. Foul called on Ewing.
Yeah, great play by Dean, and she was strong with the ball there, and she absorbed the contact, right? Earlier in the first half, we saw that same play, and she got hit a few times and turned it over. There is another turnover for the Rangers. Good play by the Scoopers. They're coming back the other way as Hill City looks to scramble on defense, and Ewing drives baseline, guarded by Dean. A little contact there. Shot away, no good.
Now the Rangers have a chance to run here.
This is where you want to follow if you're Kylie Alexander and keeps it alive. Coach Ginsbaugh's yelling timeout. He didn't like what he saw with
Anna Dean got it. And that's what we always say. I mean, she kind of was going to do like a center snap almost,
The Zeke Elliott snap right there.
Yeah. So good timeout by Coach Ginsbaugh.
But nice job by Kylie Alexander. You see your teammate running the floor. You sprint with them because on a missed shot like that, you can either get a putback or you keep the ball alive. And then pretty good transition defense by Sturgis there also. Real quick, want to give a shout out. My man Rick Branfist saying howdy Blake, Josh, and Landon. And good luck to both Ranger and Scooper players, parents, and fans. Thank you, Rick, for watching. Lynn Jorgensen, oh my goodness, watching from Mexico. Go Rangers.
Little does she know it was almost 40 degrees here today, so ha-ha to her.
I did not wear a coat at bus duty today, and I wish I would have. So good time out there by the Rangers. What's Coach Ginsbaugh saying in the huddle right now?
They still are I think he says, let's stop turning the ball over. That's kind of what has really kept the Scoopers in this ball game. Defensively, they've done a pretty good job on defense, but then reward yourself by not turning the ball over. And they're kind of turning it over in a, not the best spot, right at the top of the key where the Scoopers can get run out. So value the basketball.
All right, so here comes the Rangers. Kylie Alexander on the third play around, and they find her, but the pass is mishandled. And Josh, there you go. It's just what you talked about, is coming out of a timeout and an out-of-bounds play, and you have a turnover, and it gives the Scoopers some life here. And so a little full-court pressure defense for the Rangers. Nice dribble penetration, and Banks is up and good.
Yeah, kind of a miscommunication there defensively for the Rangers, and the Scoopers did a good job of making the Rangers pay for that.
So Banks 4 points now. They're all this quarter. Dean, baseline drive. I love that kick-out pass to Cutler. Shot on the way is just a little deep, but that was a good play. That's how Cutler saw her dribble up the court. That brought the forward of the defense with her, and then Dean could slip in behind. Shot on the way is no good. It's a hustle rebound.
Going to be a foul there called. Good hustle rebound, like you said, by Elena Dean.
And that's 4 on long.
4 on long, and they're sixth team foul. So the next foul, the Rangers are going to be shooting a bonus. So.
Yeah, and it's one of those, Josh, we say that most rebounds happen while the ball's in the air. Go pursue it, right? So the shot was up. Elena Dean does a very good job of chasing the ball down and making a play, and gets long to pick up her 4th foul. So 2-second differential on the shot clock here, and Hill City's going to turn the ball over, and Maggie's going to want to get back here with 3 fouls.
Yeah, the Scoopers have a chance here to get the last shot. They're up 1 here. Yeah, you just want it. Don't foul if you're the Rangers. You got her in a trap there, and they do a good job of it. The Scoopers get out of it, and they're going to get all the way to the rim. Can't get it to go, but come down with the offensive rebound. And that's going to be a jump ball here there. Stay with the Scoopers with 3.3 seconds left to play here.
So is this where we draw up the second best play? We drew up the third one right before half. Do you draw up your second best one here, Josh? A little box set, high box set here.
Yeah, I think
they X through.
And they get an open shot there. Not going to go in the
pretty good play
third
though.
Quarter ends. The Scoopers up 1, 29-28. So, the Scoopers just kind of hung around in that first quarter, had a really good second quarter, and that quarter went the Scoopers' favor, so they lead the ball game by 1 right now, 29-28. Good close ball game.
Wiley and Associates, Taylor, high post, good help side there by Dennis from the Scoopers. As Dean dribble penetrates a gap and another turnover. Good quick hands, and Sturgis is off to the runs, and Ewing's just going to lose the ball out of bounds. Good hustle play by Cutler and Dean to get back. So
yeah, a little wrinkle here that you see. Looks like Coach Ginsbaugh is now putting Maggie Taylor in the high post of the zone. She was playing kind of a different position there. That tried to pass over the top, going to be knocked out of bounds. Good defense there by Haugen.
Yep, Josh, we always talk about the different ways to attack a zone. Obviously the high post, the short corner, but don't forget your guards dribble penetrating, finding a gap is a really big part of how do you break down the zone, and Hill City's not been able to do that today.
Yep, shot put up there by Taylor. Can't get it to go, and the Scoopers come down with the rebound. Going to be a jump ball there. Good defense there on the play by Anna Dean. Coach Poole says, hey, let's calm down. I think they're getting a little bit frustrated. They thought there was a foul there on the last breakaway, and sometimes if you get frustrated, you kind of tense up, and so the Coach Poole says, hey, let's just calm down here and play our game. We're up one to with 7 minutes to play, and we're playing the game that we want to play right now. So
Dennis puts in a screen and roll with Banks, and now they switch. So Maggie switches back, gets a little lucky there on the reach in, and nice drive there by Haugen, and
up and in for the Scoopers. So Scoopers now with their largest lead of the game, a 3-point lead, 31 to 28. Scoopers lead, and the zone has just befuddled the Rangers. A turnover there by Anna Dean.
So still plenty of time in the game, but kind of danger zone if you're Hill City. Feels like the momentum's on Sturgis' side, and Coach Poole certainly feeding off that, and so are the Sturgis girls. Dennis dribble drives here to the paint. Nice idea, but Banks steps on the line. That's going to be a turnover.
Lily Ross is going to come back into the ball game here, check in for Anna Dean, and then also Kylie Alexander is going to check in for Kara Ronish for the Rangers here. So 6:35 left to play in the fourth quarter. 3-point lead for the Scoopers.
Great defense here by Sturgis this whole second half.
Shot put up there by Maggie Taylor. Can't get it to go. Ross tries to run down the rebound there. It's knocked out of bounds by the Scoopers. Number 33, Dennis. Rangers will retain possession.
Tough place to inbound. Deep corner right in front of the Hill City cheerleaders. You just don't practice inbounds plays from there very often, so it's a little bit awkward. It's a little different. And so Cutler unguarded, open three, just a little deep, but it was on line. Good hustle play, and good job by Lily Ross attacking the ball. It's going to be a foul on Haugen, and that's going to be 3 fouls now on Haugen. That's going to be.
As a coach, do we think maybe we should have practiced from there? A lot of times in the game we say, oh, they're inbounding from that position, kind of uncomfortable, and maybe I know we never coached our players.
No, all we would do is we would just do the classic, just screen away, get in a box set and just screen away, and we'll just get the ball inbounds and then try to run a set play. So Ross again gets to the line. She's got a knack for that. First free throw is up and good, draws the Rangers within 2.
Yeah, big free throw there by Ross here. And looks like Long's going to check back into the ball game. She has 4 fouls for the Scoopers.
So this will be free throw number 10 for Lily tonight. The Rangers were shooting 9 of 16 at this point.
Second one's deep, but the rebound comes down to Maggie Taylor. She's going to be fouled on the play, and she's going to go to the free throw line to shoot a bonus here.
Yeah, so if Hill City's able to find a way to claw back and win, I would say their ability to attack the rim and get to the free throw line. Right now, Sturgis is sitting at 5 attempted free throws, and Hill City is at 17, make it 18.
Can't get it to go, and the Scoopers come down with the rebound there.
So Dennis controls the ball, top of the key. Hill City shows a little kind of bluff and retreat action there. Tries to create a lazy pass. Cutler, good hustle. Scrambles and finds Dennis. Now Banks one-on-one. Kicks out to Haugen. Guarded by Alexander, and there's the old pancake slap, and shot is up and good by Haugen. So big bucket. Haugen actually has all 4 points for the Scoopers this quarter.
Yeah, that was one. Kylie was in pretty good position. If she just goes straight up, there's probably no foul there. But when that arm comes down, and it's just so hard not to do because you see the basketball there and you think I'm going to swat it out of there. Gets called for the foul, and Haugen makes the 3-point play. So the Scoopers up by 5 now with 5:42 left to play in the ball game. Rangers are just have that one free throw here in the fourth quarter. So see if they can get a good one. There's what you want to do, get the ball right into Taylor. She can't get it to go though. But that's the look that you want if you're a Ranger fan. Scoopers come down with the rebound. and that ball's going to be stolen by Abby Cutler. Abby Cutler's going to take the ball all the way to the rim, up and in. And so finally the Rangers get a steal on that fast break there. Coach Poole is saying, just relax, relax, we're fine. So they do break the press that time. Long's going to get right to the rim. Can't get it to go, though.
Good box out by Taylor. Yep. There was a lot of contact there. I think the referees are kind of at a point where they're going to start to let this game get a little more physical. They've called it pretty tight.
Yeah, that was one, I think you're right, because was it tipped out of by Banks, or did Banks foul her? So they just say it's out of bounds on Banks. Rangers basketball, no foul. Good defense there by Banks. The Rangers retain possession there.
So Maggie Taylor stays at the high post on this.
They're going to inbound the ball
offense
from that awkward position.
Right in front of Mr. Satter over there. And
Taylor's going to get the ball, try to get to the rim, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Elena Dean's hands, so that'll turn the ball over to the Scoopers.
But did you see what Maggie did there? It was a great job of bringing that wing defender with her. She was going to turn and kick, and if Dean could have caught it clean, it would have been an open three-pointer to tie the game. So Dennis runs the floor here for the Scoopers, coming back the other way. And what do we have here? Uh-oh. Referee tripped here on the sideline, and hopefully he's okay.
It looked like he might have was going backwards. It might have banged his head a little bit. So trainer comes over and takes a look. I think he just needs a second. Looks like he's going to be okay. Yeah, I saw Leo there. My son was walking right down there, and the ref went down right in front of him, and I think Leo was like, well, what am I supposed to do? He tried to help him up, but yeah, he looks like he's okay, so good news there.
Yep, Mr. Matt Gottlieb, he's a good referee. He's one of the good young rising star referees in our state, so I'm glad that he's doing all right there. And again, pretty good crew here. Mike Kirkaby on the baseline, Brad Booth inbounding the ball. We talked about it earlier. Brad's in his 42nd year. This will be his last game in Hill City tonight, and it's shaping up to be a good one here if the Rangers can get their offense going. So Sturgis inbounds the ball to Dennis, top of the key, and she'll kick it over to Ewing. Ewing's been quiet here in the second half. She was the leading scorer in the first half with 10. And Hill City playing really good pressure defense. Denying one pass
so
away.
There's 9 seconds left on the clock. Keep playing that good defense and don't give up an easy one at the buzzer. Going to be a travel called there on the play. So good defense there by the Rangers, really.
Okay, and that was a big call from Mr. Gottlieb. I wanted to make sure he didn't have blurry vision. He made a right call. So anyways, here comes the Rangers looking to crack the code on this zone defense. And, you know, we always used to say, there you go. Maggie spins, shot on the way is no good. You know, one thing Hill City hasn't really done, Josh, is usually you want to attack an odd numbered zone, so like a 1-2-2 with an even front. So usually you put 2 guards up there and attack. We've kind of met the odd zone with the odd front, and we'll see. Maybe Hill City has figured some things out. Maggie Taylor goes to the line. Shot on the way is up and good, and that's 13 points now for Taylor.
2-point lead right now for the Scoopers. Taylor has a chance to bring the Rangers within 1 here. Second one is up and good. So 1-point game halfway through the 4th quarter. So we're looking like we're going to come right down to the wire here. Good steal there by the Rangers. Oh, and it's going to be... That was one the whole crowd was saying, ball, ball, and Alexander didn't see it, unfortunately.
Now a 2-on-1, and Ewing going to get a breakaway layup up and good, and that was just a crazy turn of events there. Hill City gets a deflection, ball gets tipped over to Sturgis, and then it's a run out for the Scoopers. So Elena Dean looking here to Maggie Taylor. Guarded 1-on-1. Now the help side comes. There's that skip pass or hammer pass. Cutler shot on the way. Might have been tipped right at the point of release. Nice spin move. She felt the defense. She just really good job of Maggie feeling the defense.
Yep.
She just couldn't anchor her body.
Right, but really good hustle there by Abby Cutler. Going to try to get the offensive rebound and end up going off the Scooper. So the Rangers do retain possession here. 3:11 left to play in the ball game. The Scoopers lead by 3 right now. Ball
Just a
comes into
long
Maggie,
inbound. Yep.
Now right there, it looks like that Maggie Taylor you could look for her right in the center of that zone there. Ross is going to split it with the dribble, gets to the rim, can't get it to go, but gets her own rebound. Second one doesn't go, and that one looks like it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Maggie Taylor. It'll go over to the Scoopers. Just can't quite get the bucket to fall here with the Rangers. The Scoopers lead by 3 with 2:56 left to play. And this is one, if you're a coach, you want to keep playing solid, aggressive defense. You've only got 3 team fouls, so you can be aggressive, try to make that steal. If you foul on the wing, it's probably not that big of a deal, because if the score stays like it is right now, you're probably going to want to.
Nice backdoor by Dennis.
Yeah.
Shot is no good. Good follow there by Haugen. And that's, kind of been the Achilles heel for the Rangers all year. They do a good job of forcing a shot pretty early in the shot clock, and they can't clean up the rebound. So that's going to be a foul on.
Looks like Ross.
It'll be 2 on Ross now.
Free throw good there by Haugen.
So Ronish is going to check in for Alexander here. Haugen having a nice fourth quarter. 6 points in the fourth quarter, 8 points total for the game. And
second one rims off. So now we got a 4-point game, 2:35 left to play in the ball game. Anna Dean brings the ball into the front court. Going to be turned over, and Ewing's going to get all the way to the rim, and she gets the bucket to go. So up to a 6-point lead for the Scoopers.
It's just one, Josh. We talk about trying to keep the ball in the center. They're trying to influence the Rangers to that spot. And out of control there for Elena Dean. I know what she's doing, trying to make a hustle play, but against a zone, sometimes slower is faster. You know what I mean? Like
at least changing speeds is really effective.
Yep.
So Rangers call a timeout here. 2:13 left to play, and it's a 6-point ball game. So the Rangers right now are really, you've got to prevent from saying, oh, we're down 6. We haven't been down that much all game. We're going to try to make it up all at the same time. You don't want to do that if you're a Ranger. It's one play at a time. You want to play good, solid defense, and then get a good shot. That's really the first thing that you want to do, because you can't get all 6 of them back at the same time. You
bet. Hill City's only scored 1 field goal from the field here in the fourth quarter. The rest they've kind of relied on trying to get into Sturgis defenders and throw the ball up. Meanwhile, for Sturgis, Ewing and Haugen have controlled the fourth quarter, so they have all 10 points between the two of them. Ewing has 4 and Haugen has 6, and that's the difference in the game right now. Lando's telling me a little update here. Rapid City Christian girls are up 45-31 over the Custer Wildcats at Hart Ranch. So we'll keep our eye on that as we go. They're both Region 8 opponents. At 2:13 left to go here, and Hill City, first thing they have to do is get a stop, right? Stop, score, stop, and Maggie Taylor will guard the ball, make that inbounds pass more difficult.
Yep, the ball comes in.
They get it into Dennis. And it's one of those, you can foul, but remember, Dean has 3, and I think Taylor has 3. Nice find.
Up and in there, so stop, score, your first stop score. Now you want to stop, score again, so and that timeout called there. It was interesting. That was off of a made shot, and it didn't look like Haugen maybe knew that. He can run the baseline there. Maggie Taylor was standing right there after the made shot. She runs to get her teammate open. It might be a good idea, and that might be what Coach Poole is saying.
You can
right
run
now.
the baseline.
Right.
It's funny. My wife and I were just talking about that during the freshman or the C game. She said, I don't think I've ever seen it where it's been a travel called. And I said, I think I've only seen it one time in my entire life. But just right there on the bottom of the screen, it just flipped off. STM is up 2 points on Spearfish. The score is, I think, 36-34, so that's one to keep your eye on. STM, obviously one of the perennial powers here in Region 8. Have you ever seen the travel on the out-of-bounds call? Like where they go to run the baseline. Just so you guys don't know, if you're tuning in, on a made basket, you're entitled to run the baseline. If it is on any other dead ball situation, you have to stay in your spot. Banks here, guarded by Ronish. A lot of contact, and then the foul will be on Banks, it looks like, and that'll send Ronish to the line. And that's a tough one for Sturgis. Banks maybe was a little bit out of control. But
yeah, I think actually Elena Dean's going to be going to the free throw line for the Rangers. So a minute 49 left. It's going to be the double bonus. So Dean's going to have 2 free throws here. 2 big free throws, obviously. The Rangers down by 4 points.
Yeah, Elena had that breakaway layup early in the game, hasn't scored since. First one, though, is up and good, and Rangers are getting to the line here with, this will be the 7th free throw of the quarter and 22nd free throw of the game.
Second one is going to rim in, so.
Now, is that shooter's touch or shooter's luck?
Shooter's touch.
Okay, interesting sub here. We have Alexander checking into the game, maybe a little more length and athleticism here. So man-to-man, full court press, and maybe a trap.
Steal there by Dean, and Maggie Taylor gets right to the rim, and now the ball game's tied. 1:38 left to play, and she's, good timeout there by Coach Poole. It looked like
that was the right call, though. I was watching Coach Poole, and she was almost at midcourt yelling timeout, timeout. So Hill City fans are saying you can't give it to them when they don't possess the ball.
Yeah, I think she got the timeout called. She could see Haugen kind of felt like she didn't know where to go with the ball. She thought she was going to get the 5-second call. Tried to throw it off of Maggie Taylor's leg, but missed, and then the whistle blew as the ball was rolling. So I do think you're right. The timeout was granted as it should, because Coach Poole kind of saw that the Scoopers were in a little bit of trouble there. So
yeah, what a fun game, Josh. We're a minute 36 left here, tied up 39-39. Just a reminder that the boys game will follow. You will have to switch over to a different YouTube channel. So just go back to that Hill City Ranger Athletics link, and then you'll find the boys game to click on. And boy, I hope that's half as entertaining as this game has been. So a fun one here between the Sturgis Scoopers and the Hill City Rangers. If you're just joining us, thank you for tuning in live from Hill City, South Dakota. We're at Coach Ginn's court. If you do not appreciate Josh or myself, feel free to mute us for the last minute and a half. I don't blame you.
Is there a way on YouTube where they could pick who they wanted to mute? I mean, they probably want to mute me and listen to you, I don't know if that's an option on the YouTube.
On the YouTube, I don't believe they have that option yet. But that's our next $1 million idea.
Sure it is.
All right, so inbound here to Ewing, dribbling up on the left-hand side, guarded by Dean. Ross run and jump to Long. And now the Scoopers kind of catch their breath here. Ross still closely guarding Long.
Haugen's going to get right to the rim and be fouled there by Anna
And again, that doesn't hurt. That's only 5 team fouls for the Rangers. So they still have 2 more to give to get into that bonus.
Yeah, I think you want to pick and choose. You for sure don't want to foul on purpose here, but you can be aggressive.
Screen,
just like
the
that.
Screener has worked here, so watch. Haugen here, she opens up. Oh, they missed her. I thought they had Haugen.
Ball's loose there. It's going to be a tie-up. Looks like the Rangers will get possession off the alternating possession there. So minute 12 left to play in the tie ball game right now. The Rangers are going to have the basketball. And they found a little bit on offense here.
Now you see Dennis is on this side of half court. She hasn't done this game. So she's applying the pressure a little early. I'd like to see her reverse the ball, now attack. And Alexander catches the ball, skip. Out to Ross. Dean.
Good post entry to Taylor, but really nice defense there by the
What a job by early on. Nice catch there by Taylor. And then Haugen, wonderful job sliding over. Quick hand, steals the ball. So Sturgis will guard the inbound. Taylor screen the screener action. If Kylie opens up,
she's going to be can't grab the ball after you didn't reestablish possession. So
I think Kylie was maybe a step slow opening up back to the ball, and then that's hard. Your instincts say grab the ball, right? And so Elena touches the ball out of bounds, and Sturgis will have a chance to take the lead here.
And the Rangers are going to steal the ball away. 40 seconds left to play in the ball game here, and Lily Ross gets the ball on the wing. She tries to get it back into Taylor.
The shot clock is off, and Sturgis can play for one.
So now do you take a timeout if you're Coach Poole, or you let them play it out? How do you play it? I always like to say that we coach these things at practice. We don't want to give the defense a chance
now,
to
with
set
Hill
up.
City only has 5 fouls, so you can foul if they get an advantage going to the hoop. Don't want to foul on a shot, but under 7, I look at starting to foul.
So Banks is going to get the ball off to, now they turn the ball over. Now Anna Dean's going to get the ball down to the rim, takes it up and in, and that's going to end the ball game. The Rangers are going to pull this one off with a steal with 7 seconds left, and Anna Dean takes it all the way to the rim, gets the layup to go just before the buzzer